The guides are inviting me to take a look at the energetic weather and just do a little overview of what we'll be experiencing. We are almost a week into Mercury retrograde, so we have another 2 weeks of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is a really great time to dive into the detail, clean out the corners. It's almost like take the Q-tips and clean out the little corners. We will see things that we don't normally see when we don't have the light of Mercury retrograde in combination with this beautiful radar laser light experience that we are having. So use the next 2 weeks as much as you can to energetically locate vibrations that limit you, reflect, review, ponder, think about things that happened in the past that are still a bit of a trigger or a charge or upsetting to you, and ask for an appropriate healing hologram. And a healing hologram essentially is a multi-dimensional healing mechanism. It's like a huge orb of light that has consciousness and information and vibrations and sounds and colors and grids. Little grids are like lines of light all connecting in a lot of different ways, spiral energy. And you place the healing hologram using your higher self, your body device higher self, your team around those moments in the past. And you ask for that healing hologram to activate the spiritual lesson, to release the trauma, and to then reflect that activated spiritual lesson to you in this breath of now, so that you're no longer held back by the traumas in the past. The traumas in the past are your greatest strength. And I actually have a few meditations online about how to heal traumas in the past. So next 2 weeks, review, reflect, clean, clear, dive into details, pull out things that you've been procrastinating on, get those done, finish those up. Any task that requires a lot of detail, dive into it if you feel pulsed to. And then after that, we're going to have 3 weeks of this incredible clarity about where to go, what to do, how to move forward. It's as if we're standing on the top of a mountain or the top of a huge wave, and we can see very clearly what is lying before us. So you can use the energy in that way, knowing kind of what the current is. The clarity that comes after Mercury retrograde, we haven't had that clarity in several years. I want to say almost 3 years. So really take time after Mercury retrograde for those 3 weeks to journal, to write down your intentions, to really anchor in the clarity of what you're wanting, what your heart is yearning for with the new moon cycle that will be coming in that cycle. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. I'll be doing a Tall Cups on November 18th, and so it's going to be right around that time of that clarity. So we'll be bringing in energetic protocols in the next Tall Cups for that clarity. Yeah, I think that that's it. Those are all of the pieces of the energetic weather report. So allow yourself to dive into it. And there is one last piece, and that is when we really allow ourselves to tune into what our heart has energy for, and we engage in that activity, we find a greater flow in our life. And I'll just give you the example. So let's say I'm sitting in front of my computer and I'm answering email. And I start having a thought process of, I'm just too tired to answer these emails. And I'm so tired that I start to kind of fall asleep, like it's dragging through the task. I get up and I go outside and I look at a plant and I'm like, that plant needs to be moved to a different location. And then I start digging holes and gardening or going on a walk with the dog, Freckles. And as I engage in what I'm called to do, there's all of this energy for it. And so if we have the freedom in the moment, some days we don't, but some days we do, tune into where is there energy for me to engage in a particular task. Maybe there's energy to take a nap. Maybe there's energy to go for a walk. Maybe there's energy to clean the closet as opposed to answering the emails or whatever computer work or whatever sort of 3D tasks that you might feel like you have to engage in. When you allow yourself to follow the heart, the desire, the energy, you then get pulsed into all of the activities that you do, but all in divine timing. And when we're in divine timing and divine flow, there's always energy for whatever it is we're needing to engage in, wanting, yearning, desiring. And then if there is a task that you really, really don't want to do, see your higher self, your body diva's higher self in your team, gathering the appropriate energetic information and completing that task up high. Once that task is completed up high, then you actually have the capacity to engage in that task in the physical realm. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this little energetic short weather report is useful for you in the coming weeks.